All right, let's dive into a book that has, no joke, transformed millions of lives. Joseph Murphy's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. The core idea is pretty mind-blowing. You have this incredible, untapped power just sitting there inside you. And this book gives you the framework to use it to change, well, almost anything in your life. So let's get right into it. So this is where Joseph Murphy kicks things off. And honestly, haven't we all wondered about this at some point? You look around and some people just seem to have it all figured out, while others are constantly struggling. He argues it's got nothing to do with luck or fate. The answer, he says, is hidden right inside our own minds. Okay, so here's the big idea. Your mind isn't just one single thing. It actually has two very distinct parts. And the best way to picture it is like this. Think of your conscious mind as the captain of a ship. It's on the bridge, shouting out the orders. But your subconscious mind, that's the engine room, the whole crew, the shipbuilder itself, the part that actually does all the work and gets the ship where it needs to go. And this is where it gets really, really interesting. Your conscious mind, that's the watchman at the gate. It thinks, it reasons, it makes choices, it gives the orders. But the subconscious? Oh, it's just the builder. And here's the kicker. It accepts any order you give it, any thought, any belief, and it immediately gets to work making that your reality. It doesn't judge, it doesn't argue, it just creates. Okay, so if the subconscious is just going to take any order we give it, well, how do we make sure we're giving the right ones? This brings us to the single most important rule in this whole system, a rule that Murphy calls the law of belief. So here's how that plays out in real life. Whatever you consistently think and feel and believe, your subconscious mind just accepts it as the absolute truth. It honestly doesn't care if you're thinking, I am a huge success or I am a total failure. It just takes your dominant thought as a blueprint and then uses all its immense power to build that exact experience for you. This is such a crucial point. The magic isn't in some lucky charm or a specific ritual. The power is in your belief itself. It's the conviction, the feeling you attach to your thought that your subconscious responds to. That's the switch that activates this incredible creative force within you. All right, so if our thoughts are the commands, how do we actually send clear, powerful instructions? Well, that's where this really practical tool called affirmation comes in. Think of it as the method for consciously planting the seeds you want to grow in that fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Now, an affirmation isn't just, wishful thinking. According to Murphy, it's about declaring a higher truth. For example, he'd say that your natural default state is to be healthy, to be happy, to be prosperous. So by affirming these things, you're basically overriding old negative programming with these positive foundational truths. So how do you actually make these things work? Murphy gives us a super simple guide. First off, get into a relaxed, almost dreamy state. Second, you have to say it with real feeling, with conviction. Third, focus on the positive outcome you want, not the problem you have. And finally, you state it like it's an order, not a weak little wish. You're not hoping, you're declaring. So let's take a look at a real example for healing. Notice the language here. It's so authoritative. It's reminding the subconscious of its own power, its own wisdom. It's not asking for healing, it's declaring that the intelligence that was smart enough to create the body knows exactly how to fix it. And here's another one for wealth. I love this one because it tackles all those weird, negative beliefs we sometimes have about money. It frames it as a positive, healthy force for good that just flows through your life. By repeating this, you're literally reprogramming your mind to have a prosperous relationship with money. Okay, but all this theory is great, right? What about the real world? Well, Murphy shares this absolutely incredible story from his own life that shows just how powerful and, seemingly miraculous the results can be. So get this, the situation looks pretty bleak. His sister, Catherine, is way over in England. She's been diagnosed with painful gallstones and she's all set for a major operation. Murphy, meanwhile, is over 10,000 kilometers away. But as he points out, physical distance means absolutely nothing to the mind. Now this was his prayer, his affirmation. And look at what he's doing here. He isn't focusing on the problem, not on the sickness, not on the gallstones, not at all. He is focusing entirely on the perfect pattern of health, on the healing power of our own subconscious, and on this feeling of peace and love. He created a powerful mental picture of perfect health. And the result? Just 2 weeks. That's it. 2 weeks later, his sister's new x-ray comes back, and it's completely clear. The doctors themselves confirmed a perfect healing. Surgery was totally canceled. I mean, wow, that is the power of a focused, believing mind.
I mean, what a story, right? So how can you start using that same kind of focus? Well, Murphy has this super simple but powerful method, the sleep technique. Basically, right as you're drifting off to sleep, that conscious watchman is getting tired. Its guard is down. And that is the perfect time to repeat your affirmation, kind of like a lullaby, and let it sink right into your subconscious without any resistance.
So, when you boil it all down, everything we've talked about really comes back to you. This isn't just a bunch of cool ideas. It's a practical toolkit for becoming the master of your own life and finally unlocking that incredible potential you already have inside you. Look, what Murphy is saying is that when you start consciously directing your subconscious, you can literally change your entire reality. You can attract wealth, you can find amazing new friends, achieve profound healing, and just find this deep sense of peace and happiness. These aren't just long shots. They're the natural result of getting your mind aligned with what you truly want. If there is just one thing you walk away with today, please let it be this. You are not a victim. You are not just a product of what happens to you. You are the single creative power in your own universe, because you are the only one who can choose your thoughts. And it's those thoughts, once they're impressed on your subconscious, that create your world. So the power is right there, in your hands at this very moment. Just think about it. What's one limiting belief, one negative thought that's been holding you back? Got it? Now, how can you rewrite that into a powerful, positive affirmation? That single choice, that one thought, could be your very first step to becoming the conscious creator of your own destiny.